up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Y'all know by the title what we're gonna be doing in this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you like this video. If you're returning from a previous video, make sure you just like and comment. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, y'all, so we about to react to the kid who stole $230 million. Let's watch this video and see what he did with all that money, because that's a lot of money.
No way. $243 million. You know how much money that is?
That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
I wake up, flex on down that check. Yo, drip is
It looked like he went splurging.
It's the 19th.
Splurging at the club.
2024, the day a group of young adults carried out one of the largest crypto heists ever recorded. 20-year-old Malone Lam, 18-year-old Virgil Tal, 21-year-old Janiel Serrano, Danish Khan, and Chen. These kids targeted a single Genesis creditor who had no idea they were about to lose a staggering $230 million worth of Bitcoin.
That's a lot of money.
Were they expert hackers with advanced coding skills? Well, it was much simpler than it seems. These scammers did something very clever. They hacked into basic human nature. It all began with a phone call, a seemingly harmless contact from Google support. But this call wasn't from Google at all. Using a spoof number, Virgil Tal, also known as Wiz, convinced the victim that their personal accounts had been compromised. With his false sense of urgency, he gained access to the victim's Gmail and iCloud, where he gathered key security information. Another call followed, this time from Janiel Serrano, aka Box, claiming to be a representative from Gemini, the crypto exchange the victim used. The victim was tricked into believing their account was under attack. Under pressure and convinced they needed to act fast, the victim reset their two-factor authentication settings.
I'm not gonna lie. Everybody, they be saying they like scammers and stuff and like that, but when you get scammed by a scammer, man, that shit hurt, bro. This some genius move, but damn, imagine getting scammed for all your... I couldn't even imagine.
Thieves the access they needed to take control of the Gemini account, quickly sending funds to a compromised wallet. The situation was spiraling, but the victim had no idea. When he was asked to use NES, a remote access software, it seemed like another step in securing their assets, but in reality, it was the final blow. As the victim unknowingly shared the screen, the private keys to their Bitcoin wallet were exposed, and in just a few clicks, the digital fortune was transferred into the hands of the thieves.
Oh, wow. No way. No way. It's on the blockchain. It's on the blockchain. No way.
Man, I know that person's sick right now. Imagine just losing all your money you've been working hard towards and you just get scammed. It sounds like a good story for them, but imagine being in that person's shoes that got scammed. Damn.
In a private video, they recorded the live reactions to the successful transfer of 4,064 bitcoins valued at over $230 million at the time, clearly excited as they watched the millions flow into their wallets. How did they manage to pull off such a heist? How could someone with that much wealth...
I ain't gonna lie, they smart though.
And why will they record themselves in the act of committing such a massive crime? These are questions that might never be fully answered, but one thing was clear. The money was now in the hands of the criminals, and they knew their work wasn't done yet. Exactly 17 minutes after, they quickly set about laundering the money. To make it harder for authorities to track the stolen crypto,
nah, they smart, bro. They smart for this.
Transferred it across 15 different exchanges, a common tactic known as cold chains. The idea was to break the large transactions into smaller ones, making them harder to trace. Bitcoin was swapped for Litecoin, Litecoin was swapped for Ethereum, and Ethereum was swapped for Monero. The process took several days, with constant swapping between different currencies and exchanges, further obscuring the trail.
Go to the top right, the settings bar. Settings? No, not that. The swap settings. Set custom recipient. No, bro, what the hell? Do 998.
Alright, bro, you're so horrible.
You can't.
Bro, I'm busy, Caleb. Planning a heist.
I thought he was
Soon
talking
enough,
to
all
a
the
client
stolen
like that. I
money
was about
now
to say they
clean
ain't
money
catch
ready to
on.
be spent, and the criminals didn't hold back. The day before the heist even took place, they were already planning on how to spend their fortune, sharing links with each other on Telegram of expensive luxury clothes they wanted to purchase, from brands like Louis Vuitton, Givenchy,
Wow.
and Philippe Plain. While most of the
Imagine somebody stealing your money to go buy some LV.
who chose to play it safe, keeping a low profile and resisting the temptation to splurge, one man couldn't help but stand out. His name? Malone Lem.
Like it's game time.
That's wild, yo.
Malone was based in
Crazy.
LA, and the moment he got his hands on the money, he wasted no time diving headfirst.
Oh, he
into
lit in the
biggest
club.
lifestyle. Everything he had once watched wealthy people enjoy was now within his reach, ready to become his new reality. Nightclubs became his second home. Almost every night, he hit a club, spending ridiculous amounts of money on VIP sections and bottle services. His bar tabs were unbelievable. Some nights costing $265,000, $300,000, and even more than $500,000 if you were in one of
300,000 one night in a club is insane. Insane. 300, like what? 300,000 in one night. Man, I get it, live it up. But damn, all rap.
clubs, you couldn't miss him.
Hey, yo, Malone, you going real crazy like it's your birthday.
His name will be flashing on signs, and DJs will shout his name, giving him all the attention.
300K worth of bottles? Whoa, he was the man in Miami. This is crazy.
He quickly became everyone's favorite because whenever he was around, everyone got to drink for free.
Everybody
He flew
was
around
getting
like
it.
It was nothing, and one time he
Throwing
even
money
ate
in a
massive
club?
6-liter bottle of Golden Ace of Spades champagne, which could cost anywhere from $25,000 to $60,000. Another time he tipped a dick.
If you suddenly got a large amount of money that you never seen in your life before that can last generations, what would you do with your money? Would you splurge it in a club? Would you invest it? Would you give it away to the less fortunate? What would you do with your money?
$2,000 and had all the unopened bottles in the club sent straight to his house.
He even tipped me $2,000. When I tell you the amount of bottles he sent me that I took
Woo!
home, brand new, everything sealed, brand new.
Bro, that's like 5 Casamigos. Whoa. Tipping them $2,000 and buying them bottles, that many bottles. I know that DJ was turned, man. I know he was happy.
Delay was, it still didn't feel like enough. He craved more attention, more luxury, more extravagance. So what did he do? He chartered a private jet to Miami. There, he took his spending to a whole new level. In Miami, Malone settled in a waterfront mansion. This place wasn't just any house. It was a $10.5 million estate with a $62,000 a month rental price tag. This mansion was massive, covering over 8,500 square feet, with 25-feet ceilings, 10 bedrooms, and a huge...
Bro, he's literally living a dream. Like, he got rich overnight and just living life. Like, yo, this is something we all dream of. Like, damn.
with a jacuzzi. It had 2 big front gates and a garage with a spacious
Yo,
driveway that
what?
was later filled with expensive supercars and
He got the
vehicles.
lamb
Malone
chop.
got a black Mansory SF90,
Yo!
a white Lamborghini Urus, a fully kitted out white Mansory Lamborghini Urus with baby blue
Damn.
interior, matte black Lamborghini Revuelto. Then
There's a lot of materialistic stuff. He was not thinking about the future. He was just going all in. I mean, when you never have money like that, and that type of money, that's a lot. I ain't gonna lie, with that type of money, I'll probably splurge real quick too, but I'll still try to make sure my future's set up. But in this case, he stole the money, so it's like you can't really be proud of him for it because you didn't work for it, you really stole it. And I do feel bad for them people, but damn, this lifestyle is crazy.
Porsche 911 GT3 RS, the new Ferrari SUV in black, 2 Mercedes-Benz
Sheesh.
G-Class, 1 in grey, 1 wrapped with matte black camo, and convertible matte black and pink Rolls-Royce Dawn, a blue
Nice.
WM4, another Lamborghini Revuelto in matte grey, a blue Lamborghini Urus, an all-white wide-body kit Lamborghini Aventador SVJ with Malone's name written on.
He had to know he was gonna get caught with all this flexing. Damn, that's how many cars was that?
bottom of the door, a matte black Ferrari 812 Superfast, another Lamborghini Aventador SVJ in blue, a pink Urus,
That's what I want.
which Malone originally bought as a gift for his ex-girlfriend to try to get her back, but got rejected.
Simp. He wildin'. He's simping. Head in the wrong place.
A fully black car
And she got a boyfriend. Like, what?
A blue Pagani Huayra, and many more cars. If you didn't realize it by now, Malone was always rolling with fashion. He rocked high-end designer pieces like Louis Vuitton and Givenchy. His style was expensive, with the most expensive piece of clothing being the Moncler Maglia 70 by Paul Major's jacket, which alone cost $50.
Man, I would have took that money and went ghost, bro. He tripping. Still in Miami with all this? I mean, Miami is the party city, but he just did mad materialistic stuff. He ain't even take a vacay. You know what I'm saying? Like, but damn.
$1,000 or more. But after all this wasted money on clubs and cars, Malone finally decided to invest his money in timeless pieces that would hold the value over time, like this Cuban link chain bracelets filled with diamonds, a Richard Mille covered in diamonds, and a diamond
Damn,
ring
he
for
got
each
the
one of his
Richard
fingers.
Mille.
One Richard Mille wasn't enough, of course, so he bought multiple. Even his glasses had diamonds.
Yo, don't take no video.
Malone wasn't just a millionaire obsessed with himself. He
Oh,
had a generous
what?
side, often using his wealth to give back to others in need. He bought 5 Birkin bags and gave them away to random girls at the club. One of the
That's
Birkin
not
bags was
giving
a model
back,
named
though.
Woody Allen.
It's giving back, but that is like the most craziest way of giving back, buying Birkin bags and handing them out. Giving back to me is going to the places where people really need the money and handing it out. I mean, giving out money is giving out money, but they in the club partying. They don't need the money. Shit, go to where they can't even get dressed up and do stuff like this.
Do you even make this up when I say that? I
Go
just
to the
went birthday
hospitals and
after
make sure them
because a
people
man gave it to me in the club.
things
last night.
paid for.
This is your sign to go clubbing.
Make sure their
Another
hospital
lucky
bill
lady who
paid
got a Birkin
for.
bag was famous TikTok star Sky Bree.
Me and my 2 girlfriends walk over to the section, and this kid, I'm gonna refer to him as like
Kid?
a kid. I mean, he was definitely
He just bought her a Birkin. She's still calling him a kid. Nah, this crazy.
over
This
18. He looks
crazy.
pretty young. He comes towards me, and he's like, I got this for you.
She could at least call him a
She ended up
guy
saying
or
she
a
didn't
boy.
like
It's beautiful,
Kid.
let's be honest. It's not really my style.
While Malone was busy making his name known,
She about to
14
trade
years
the
ago
bag
for
in.
He was also drawing the wrong kind of attention. His outrageous spending, paired with his desire to be noticed, made it easier for
Dang,
authorities
that's
and blockchain
nice.
experts to track him down. Investigators, including prominent figures like Zach XPT, were closely watching the flow of the stolen funds, tracing each move as he splurged on cars, clubs, and luxury items. The more he spent, the more obvious it became that his newfound fortune was linked to the heist, and soon enough, the walls started closing in.
Ooh.
Malone thought he was untouchable, but behind the scenes, law enforcement and experts like Zach XPT were already connecting the dots. Through his flashy spending, investigators tracked large transactions linked to the stolen Bitcoin, using blockchain analysis to map out the movement
Caught.
of funds. What's more, both
Caught.
Box and Wiz slipped up during the process of laundering the funds.
Caught.
On several occasions, they accidentally leaked the
If he would have never been flexing like that, he might have been out for a little longer. They was going to catch him eventually, but it might have been harder if he ain't flex like that. Might have.
funds with their personal assets, which, for example, also leaked his full name during a screen recording, while Box reused deposit addresses, making it easier to trace the funds back to them. These mistakes, combined with recorded conversations and digital footprints, painted a clear picture of the criminal's activities. By mid-September 2024, the FBI and other authorities had gathered enough evidence to act. On the 19th of September, federal agents raided Malone's Miami mansion, where he was arrested, surrounded by all the luxuries he had bought with a stolen fortune.
We have boom, and
Imagine living your life and next thing you know, somebody just coming and putting you in handcuffs. That gotta be the saddest shit ever, yo.
you know, we thought that was
He went from up here to in the
and we heard
handcuffs.
a lot of police. This was something that never happened in this neighborhood. Most of the time, it was a lot of party. It was party because I can hear from my house the music.
It was a stark contrast. Malone, who had lived like a king for just a short while, was now being led away in handcuffs. Authorities were able to freeze over $9 million in stolen funds, with $500,000 already returned to the victim. However, a significant portion of the stolen money remains in cryptocurrency wallets. At the time of making this video, $21 million linked to Box is still sitting in one wallet, while Virgil Tao, also known as Wiz, has around $39 million tied up to his account. Additionally, Unfortunately, $4 million of Malone's funds remain untouched in another wallet. But what happened to everything else he bought? The cars, the clubs, the private jets, and all the flashy stuff. See, when a criminal buys luxury items, like cars, with stolen money and later gets arrested, the government steps in and seizes those assets through a process called asset forfeiture. This allows law enforcement to take control of anything purchased with illegally obtained funds, such as cars, houses, or expensive jewelry. Once these assets are seized, they are usually put up for auction. In many cases, dealerships
they all going up for
auction.
auction.
Dealer who originally sold the cars can purchase them again, often at a lower price than they were initially sold for.
Oh, that's a come up for them.
Auctions then is used in a couple of ways. A portion of it will go toward compensating the victims of the crime, helping to recover some of the stolen funds, while another portion will be used to cover the cost of the investigation and legal proceedings. If the victim is lucky, he can get 50 to 65% back after the auction and administrative fees, the cut the investigators will get. However, in Malone's case, 3 of the cars he purchased, the Mandarin Lamborghini Urus, the Lamborghini Revuelto, and the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, were later transported to LA following his arrest. These cars were spotted by EFF Spot, a popular YouTuber who is known for his rare and expensive car spotting videos. In this particular video, both the Revuelto and the Porsche appeared with noticeable damage. The Revuelto had significant front end damage.
He crashing the whips. Oh, man.
Suggesting that the Revuelto had likely rear-ended the Porsche.
He damaging the whips.
Undoubtedly decrease the value of the cars when they got to
chop.
auction, significantly reducing the amount the victim could recover. The same process will apply to the clothes, jewelry, watches, and designer glasses that Malone purchased. These luxury items are likely to be seized by authorities and auctioned off as part of the asset recovery process. High-end watches, such as his Richard Mille pieces, are particularly valuable and could bring in significant amounts at auction. While designer clothes typically depreciate in value, Malone's expensive pieces will still hold enough worth to help recover the victim. As for the wallet spending in clubs, that money is pretty much gone. When you blow $500,000 in a single night on bottle services and VIP sessions,
$500,000 sounds crazy.
Responsible for giving it back, especially if they had no clue the money was stolen. Same goes for the private jets. Those
I feel like if you came to my club with stolen money and you spent money, that don't got nothing to do with me. Keep that money in my motherfucking account. Cause there's no way I knew he stole his money. So nah, like they not getting that back if you come to my business and do that. I'm sorry. Especially if you done drunk up the bottles that I had and ordered some food from, if they was selling food there or whatever. Nah, nope, you ain't getting that back.
Provided a legitimate service, so the money Malone spent on his flights is long gone. In conclusion, while most of the big ticket items can be seized and auctioned, much of what Malone spent on services, like clubs and private jets, is lost for good. This story isn't just about a major heist or the luxurious lifestyle Malone enjoyed for a brief moment. It's a lesson in greed, the dangers of showing off wealth that wasn't earned, and how quickly everything can come crashing down. Despite all the money spent, the nights out, and the flashy purchases, Malone's dream life was built on stolen funds, and it was only a matter of time before it fell apart. Authorities might recover some of the stolen money, but the damage done to the victim and the recklessness of Malone's spending spree are a reminder of how easily things can slip away. For Malone and his friends, what started as a wild ride of lavishness ended in arrests and their names tied to one of the biggest crypto crimes in history. In the end,
the
this
biggest,
shows us that no matter how clever the crime,
biggest
or how
money
big the
heist,
payout, the law always catches up, and the price they paid was far greater than the short-lived luxury they enjoyed.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright, y'all, that was the video. What would y'all do with all that money? That's a lot of money. People saying free him, free Malone. People calling him stupid. People calling him a genius. People, y'all could call him what he want. He lived it up a little bit. I feel bad for the people who lost their money. Hopefully they got it back. Or whatever they decided to do with it. But that's enough talking, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed my reaction. If you're new to the channel and you got this far, make sure you like this video. Give me a comment. Let me know what y'all thinking. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out.